Kick it! Doing the dance, the car road dance. Doing the dance, the car road dance.
I'm Culture of Truth. This week, political junkies could hardly contain their excitement as they tuned in to watch Mitt Romney's first major interview on a non-Fox News show since running for president, hoping to finally find out where he stands on important current political issues. An hour later, their hopes dashed. They were still waiting. Coming live from a cow farm in Pennsylvania, America's genial Republican grandpa, Bob Schieffer, began by asking if Romney would repeal the president's order permitting young undocumented immigrants to apply to remain in the country. Romney said there needs to be a long-term solution, noted that Senator Marco Rubio and some Democratic senators were working on the problem, and expressed bafflement as to why, with all of this productive activity going on, the president felt a stopgap measure was necessary, prompting Schieffer to interrupt and ask, quote, "What would you do about it?" Romney responded, quote, "I'd make sure that by coming into office, I would work with Congress to put in place a long-term solution for the children of those who have come here illegally," unquote. Schieffer asked again, "Would you repeal this?" Romney said repeal would be overtaken by his, quote, "putting in place a long-term solution with legislation," unquote. Frustrated, Schieffer said, quote, "I won't keep on about this, but just make sure I understand. Would you leave this in place while you worked out a long-term solution, or would you just repeal it?" unquote. Romney's response? "We'll look at that." And so it went. On healthcare reform, Romney would, quote, "bring that responsibility back where it's been for the last couple of 100 years to the states," unquote. On whether an insurance mandate, which he put in place in Massachusetts, is a good idea, Romney would, quote, "stop Obamacare in its tracks and return to the 10th Amendment that allows states to care for these issues on the way they think best," unquote. On the economy, quote, "I'm very much in favor of the fundamental things one does to strengthen the economic footings of a nation." On the European financial crisis, quote, "time will tell." On whether he would raise or lower taxes, quote, "well, we'll go through that process with Congress." Schieffer finally did get an answer from Romney when he asked him, quote, "So I hear you've got an Olympic athlete in the family." Romney responded, "Yeah, it's not me. It's my wife, of course. She's the athlete. But in this case, it's not her personally," unquote. Yes, a horse owned by the Romneys will be going for the Golden Dressage. Granted, the horse isn't a close family member, never having ridden in or on top of the family car, but the Romneys consider him one of their very own, so much so that they took a $77,000 loss on their taxes for taking care of him. The cows apparently take care of themselves. And that's the most ridiculous thing that happened this Sunday.
Kick it! Doing the dance, the car road dance. Doing the dance, the car road dance. Doing the dance, the car road dance. Doing the dance, the car road